How do you know they did it in London? They'll tell you. I'm like, look, if I paid in pounds, I'm going to tell everyone. So I'm sitting in this guy's name is Dr. Terence Tse. He taught me finance. Easily the brightest mind I have ever come across. And I've come across some minds. Easily, but by far the smartest person I've ever met. Terence, in 15 minutes, explained an income statement to me, and then from an income statement to a balance sheet in 15 minutes. And I understood everything about why my thinking was wrong, about how to build a business. Everything. Like the way he explained, I was like, oh. You know, when you're a Zulu person, you're like, oh. Oh means I have nothing else to say. It's just like, wow. Let me digest. Okay. So, let's go to school and let's do some accounting work. Ends up if you studied accounting at school, yeah. Of course an Indian did accounting. Of course. What is it with you guys and money? You guys are just like, I must be in the money room. That's where I must be, right? Okay, so let's break down an income statement. So, first thing to remember about from a flow of an income statement is an income basically is meant to tell you, an income statement is basically meant to tell you if your business is profitable or not. A balance sheet is meant to tell you if you are creating wealth or if you are destroying value. You can grow a business and make higher sales and destroy value in the process. Yeah? Especially if you get your working capital wrong. Right. So, top line. And you'll hear accountants call it top line. The reason it's called the top line is because in an income statement, it is at the top of all of the lines. Top line. Get it level. Right. First item on an income statement, what is it?
Revenue.
Right. What is the difference between revenue and turnover? Say again? What? Say again? Thank you. You know why it's important to say same thing? Because a lot of you here will hear, what's your revenue, what's your sales, what's your turnover, and you start wondering if I'm even in the right room. Revenue, sales, turnover. Do you know why they're different, by the way? You don't know. When you get an accountant called Thembekwayo Incorporated, he'll charge you for sales. When you migrate to a small accounting firm, they start telling you about turnover. When you are audited by Ernst & Young, now they talk RSV. All it is just so they can charge you more for doing the same work. But they are the same things. And revenue is nothing more than the price of a product times the number of products you sell. Quantity. That's it. I have this pen, I charge 1 rand for it, I sold 1,000 of them, my revenue is 1 rand times 1,000, 1,000 rand. Yes? Yeah. What do we call this? The ego measure. This is my ego. Yeah? I run a 100 million rand a year business. Hey? People who make a lot of money up here are so easy to spot because they'll tell you. Hey? What did you say, Mac? It's 750 a year. Basically saying, Mang Pumala ning enjoy ning pega. Ning pega. Ngavuka namanje ngavuka. Nguye ngavele ngivuke nje. Yeah? It's like it's a cool ego measure. It's you can just advertise it to the world. Yeah. Go to the world and you say, look at me. I make X. My man. Cool. And then every product you sell costs you something to make. Do we agree? Yes. It's called the cost of goods sold, which is the cost for the product times the quantity of product. So this pen, I sell it at 1 rand each, but I buy it from my supplier at 50 cents. Make sense? I sell it at 1, I buy it at 50. Which means my profit, what they call a gross profit or gross margin, same thing, is this minus this. That minus this. That's it. GP, 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 GP. 99% of most businesses are typically GP positive. Why? Because if you're not GP positive, you're not going to survive. If you're paying your suppliers more than it costs you to sell the product, you're going to die. There is but one sector that breaks that rule. It irritates me because we have an investment in that sector. It's tech. This is why I don't like buying into tech companies. Tech companies are one of the few, tech companies in my experience are probably the only sector where you can sell a product for less than it costs you to make the product. It's ridiculous, frankly. And if you don't believe me, hands up if you've paid your Facebook subscription this month. You haven't paid it? Did they close your account? No. Yeah, exactly. So if you have a Facebook account and it's free, who's paying for it? Yeah, there's a thought for it. It's the investors. It's very interesting. Most people don't understand. This masterclass is free. Would you agree? Yeah. I'm staying at the Hilton. You think that's free? No. Yeah. I've got my whole team here. You think they came for free? No. Right. Which means this is not a business for me. And the minute you say to yourself, I'm in business, and someone says, can I have something? And you give it for free, it's not a business anymore.